What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. 2026 has arrived.
Yes, it has.
Jeff Ward is with me. How are you, sir?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Doing well. It's good to be here on Zoom land with you. We got lots to cover today, lots to talk about and announce, and kind of just get together and regroup for the new year. And I'm calling this TRS 3.0. 3.0. So we're going to get into all of that. But yeah, check us out, therhythmsectionpod.com. There you go. I don't think we need a script for that one, Jeff.
Nope.
Yeah. Sick fade. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. I'm glad to be back. Hope you all had a great holiday season. The last you saw of us was back in November.
Right.
And I completely shut down operation, minus giving archive interviews to Radio Memphis.
Yeah.
That's continued every Tuesday. Outside of that, our socials have been dormant.
Dead. Yeah.
By design.
And we want to say thank you to Rick and Monica for continuing the legacy that is the rhythm section. No, thank you guys so much, because if not for you, nobody would have heard a damn thing from us for the last 2 months.
Exactly. But you say legacy. I mean, that is a douchey thing to say. But look, the podcast is now, November, December of last year was 3 years, but really it was the beginning of 2023 that things really started kind of moving forward with this podcast. So, we can look at us as we speak right now, Jeff. The podcast is 3 years old this month, we'll say January will be kind of like the real beginning, the real month that we started this podcast in the year 2023. Right. So 3 years in, dude, over 100 episodes. There's a little legacy there, right? I mean, that's a lot of work.
No, it's very cool. It has been a lot of work, which is why people are going to see a little bit of a change this time around.
Yes.
We want you having to do a little bit less editing and working your butt off. And
you, less driving and just more flexibility. And we teased this when we wrapped up last year, but even that changed. The original idea was we were going to do Zoom calls like this through the holidays.
Yeah.
And then go back to the studio February, March-ish.
Yeah. And
that didn't work out. No. It's holidays. We all know how busy that is. And I'm going to just mention this, but I do want you to, embellish on it a little bit. But you certainly have some family things going on.
Yeah.
And I had a burst of work gig-wise that came through that I had to focus on. So we just kind of disappeared. And so now we decided we're going to do Zoom, period. For the foreseeable future.
Right.
For a litany of reasons that we're going to talk about here. But as Jeff mentioned, there's a production side to these things, post-production side to these things, which is definitely going to help me out. But it's also logistics. So this is where we can nitty-gritties over here in a second here. But Jeff, I'm going to open the floor to you, kind of let you share to the audience kind of what's going on in your world a little bit and why it's definitely going to be beneficial to do Zoom, because now you don't have to drive to Hernando every week.
Yeah. And the scheduling aspect of it too is just easier. That means that the people that we interview don't have to drive to Hernando. So that helps them. But as far as my situation, my mother-in-law, who is 93, she started living with us in Olive Branch about 2.5 years ago.
It's been that long?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. And the reason it doesn't seem like it's been that long is because for the first 2 years, she was completely self-sufficient, no issues. We were just giving her a safe place to be in case something happened.
Yeah. Was she driving?
No, she hasn't driven since she started living with us.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, well, something happened. So she's had a couple of falls.
Yeah.
And she's broken some ribs and broken an arm, and she's pretty much now strictly wheelchair. We don't know if she'll get back to using a walker, or we're just not sure.
Yeah.
Physical therapy's working with her, but anyway, long story short is our lives are a little hectic because of that. Susan doesn't come to gigs anymore, which I hate, because she was there, man. If I was playing somewhere, she was there every single time. She helped me with gear against my wishes. She did it anyway.
Against your wishes.
No, I didn't want her to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to be a freaking roadie, but she did it and she loved it. And she was just such a huge help and just moral support.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. She'll stay home with mom when I go play now. It's why you guys haven't seen me out supporting other bands. I just don't get out hardly at all.
Yeah.
I'm
just lazy.
But
yeah, you got your hands full, man. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I've heard you say, man, I like if we have a band rehearsal, you're like, fellas, I got to get going soon. I need to go help Susan. She's been by herself. I need to go relieve her, So a lot of people watching and listening have been through this with their family members. Sure. I've certainly seen it with my grandmother and my mom being her caretaker, and just even when you have outside help, it's still, it's just, it's part of life. And that's why you're family and you take care of each other. So, this totally helps the burden it takes the burden off of you for having to drive to Hernando and leave like right now, literally, if something happened, Jeff, and Susan's like, Jeff, I need you. Whoop. You got the hall and I can just hang back, or we do this another day, or, you're there. So that's important.
Exactly. And Susan's here right now, but she's at work. Somebody in this family has to make a living. It damn sure isn't me. So she's actually in the office working. So if something were to happen, I'm here to help.
Well, as I established, as I threw it out there at this last rehearsal we had Monday night, our Patreon account pays pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
like $6.
It's $9 a month is what we're making.
$9.
We have 9 beautiful patrons paying $1 a month. So, you know what I'll do, Jeff?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give it all to you.
Okay. I was about to say, there's a positive side to that, because if I was to go retro on you and say, dude, I need all of mine at once, you could handle it.
I could. I wouldn't have to raid my daughter's piggy bank.
Right.
So yeah,
we're kidding, obviously.
Of course, we're not kidding about the $9 a month, though. Unfortunately,
no, that's her real figure, but we appreciate it.
And that's not counting the 3% hit we take for the Patreon service, right?
Right.
So
I have a financial guy. I mean, we could give it all to him.
Is he work with Edward Jones? Who's he with?
I don't. Susan would have to tell you she takes care of all that.
Of course she does. Of course she does. Why would you?
Exactly.
So clearly Zoom helps us logistically and just life balance, because I'm doing it from my apartment, which is great. I don't have to, and we don't have to fight with the school schedule, Big Note music lessons. Manny Zepeda is getting busy in there. And it's always in terms of my clients, that it's always been, trying to stay out of his way. He's trying to stay out of my way, vice versa, because it's hard to record podcasts when electronic drums are thumping away in the next door. And even when he has vocal lessons, the singers cut through and, so it is what it is. So now it saves us from that. And then the post-production thing, for sure. This is going to simplify things in a big way for me. The editing, the multicam editing, which is still my favorite. It looks the best.
It's amazing.
It sounds the best.
But it is labor intensive.
Yeah. I mean, when things are really pumping for this show, in terms of, Jeff does the booking. So he puts in hours, especially when a season starts. It's heavier for Jeff on the booking side. Then things kind of tail off, and then, then the driving to Memphis, to Hernando. So that was your time commitment. Over here, I would do all the scripts, the prepping. Of course, we do the filming. We already mentioned that. And then all the editing, the social media, the making of the clips, just all the Sunday replays, the Thursday throwbacks, and everything. The way it would work, it would be about 8 to 10 hours a week. And we just told you our Patreon doesn't pay well. But I do want to make a note, because I do want to talk about sponsorship here. We're joking about Patreon, but we have had sponsors that we want to thank again and talk about. But point being, doing it on Zoom, cuts that tenfold. I don't have to watch. So moving forward, like this right here, as people are watching this on YouTube right now, I have not watched this and edited it. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows what might slip through, because when I do the multicam editing, I have to watch through it. It's part of the editing. I have to watch all of it, and have to watch my face and hear my voice. Too much, so it just simplifies things, is the point I'm trying to get to. Again, like you said, Jeff, we have more flexibility for our guests. Traditionally, we've filmed on Sundays. That's changing. We can move around that. Another reason why things are going to be easier is, and this is a bigger change. This is a good size shift here. Since day one, our interview episodes have had me and Jeff do a intro. Right? Me and Jeff come on. It's supposed to be quick in 10, 15 minutes, but last season
it lasted longer.
Last season they were getting a little long in the tooth. Granted, because we had some good sponsors, we had a good sponsor break. So on and so forth. And we did that so we could have the ability to be timeline current, because we were pushing dates, with thanks to Steve Owens and Musicians Booking Agency. We wanted to be able to say, hey, this weekend, so we would film Sunday, and then that Tuesday, what we filmed would be published. The interview could have been banked and recorded at a different time, but that intro was time sensitive. So that really dictated our schedule, Jeff. Like, it was Sunday, Sunday. We had to make sure we're on track and on schedule with that. The intro's going away. We and Jeff just want to have more fun and invite people onto the show. You'll still hear some silly sounds at the beginning. You're still going to hear the music. This is going to be things going, but the 30 minutes before the interview, we're not going to do that.
And you may still hear us talk about upcoming shows. If we know, okay, this is going to come out this week, we might mention it. I don't know that we're going to have a sponsor version of that. You and I haven't really discussed that, but we still may say, hey, Boneyard's playing this coming weekend. We plan on going. There could be some of that stuff.
Well, we had mentioned outside of the traditional Tuesday releases, which is going to remain because we still need to stay in line with Radio Memphis. Me and Jeff might pop on a Zoom call and talk about a band we just saw, or, hey, there's some great benefits coming up. We can still come in and do unique, just one-off things, pop-up episodes that will drop anytime, anywhere. You never know. And that gives me and Jeff opportunity to have fun too, and just do the Derrick and Jeff show thing. But and then again, another benefit to Zoom is we could, which we're gonna try to do. We're hoping that Fever Tree, all 4 guys from Fever Tree, are going to be the first interview this year. Easier to do multiple members. They all can do it from their homes. But let's say we can coordinate with the band. Let's say Fever Tree had a big show they wanted to promote. Then we coordinate the timing of it, so then we can promote their show because we know it will publish before it, so on and so forth. But not to try to bury everybody in these details, but
we're not sure if you guys have heard or not, but there's this great new Huey Lewis tribute act that's out there. It's going to be at Neshoba on January the 23rd. 8:00.
And I got to tell you, that singer.
Yeah, pretty hot.
Yeah. Special appearance in that sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And Back in Time's doing well. We're looking forward to our next show here. But so yeah, that's sort of the nutshell here. How things are changing, why they're changing. I'm looking forward to it. I think if we do this right, we've come up with a way, after sacrificing some quality, clearly, we have come up with a way, we meaning me and Jeff, where we can actually give you more, and it's still far less work for us. It's a win-win. Yeah. It's a win-win,
Agreed.
And I don't want to put this in cement, but we might be able to do this every week if we can keep banking, and again, it goes back to not having that intro to do that segment on the beginning where me and Jeff tried to make it timely and current.
Right.
That dictated everything. Like that made it made Sunday like going to a day job. It was a Sunday schedule.
And I enjoyed doing that. It was cool. It really did make the show seem like a radio show. It was a very planned thing, and it came off really well. Now you're just going to have two knuckleheads shooting the shit with some other people, and it's not going to be as formatted. And this may work better. Who knows? People may like this more.
Well, I'm positive they always enjoy the interviews over us.
Yeah. So, no, I know that.
So it's a win. It's a win for the audience too, because it's just gonna get right to the point. It's just boom. Now it's Derrick and Jeff hanging out with some people, and yeah. So
yeah. Can I take over for just a second?
Of course.
I want to mention a couple things.
Yes.
And both of these have been mentioned on social media, so I feel confident that this is okay. Kelsey King's father passed away. It's been a couple of weeks.
They just had a celebration of life at Hadley's at the Boneyard. Yep.
They did. And we wanted to give our condolences to her and her family and say how much we have been thinking about her. She's a huge part of the Memphis music family, and we just we're so sorry for your loss there. And Kenny Long plays keyboards with us in the David Kurtz in the project. He just lost his son, Nick. This is very recent, just a few days ago. There's going to be a celebration of life for that as well coming up, I believe, this Saturday. But we wanted to just extend our condolences to Nick and to David Kurtz, because David, I think, was really close.
And to Kenny. You said
Nick. I'm sorry, I meant to Kenny.
Right.
I'm sorry, I said Nick. But yeah, extend our condolences to Kenny and to David and to that whole family for their loss.
Absolutely.
We're sorry. We're so sorry for all that. And
no parent needs to see their child pass before them. I have a 17-year-old. I think it hits everyone hard when you hear about someone's child passing. I could not imagine my daughter passing. So that's awful. And I just got to know Kenny. And I think we really started working heavy with David after our season break. But for those that don't know, yes, David Kurtz is really starting to push his original music again. A lot of the stuff that he's been working on with Billy Meharry. They've been a duo for a hot minute. They did an album. They're on Spotify. David has a long history of other albums that are all published. They're all out there.
Yeah.
YouTube, Spotify, and reached out to Jeff, and then which connected me, and we became his rhythm section along with Kenny Long, Billy Meharry, and am I missing someone? No, that's just it.
No, and David.
And David.
The five of us.
So I'm just now getting to know Kenny. Like our first rehearsal is the first time I meet Kenny. But Kenny goes way back to the lineup, and a lot of people know Kenny, and you quickly learn one of the coolest, funniest, nicest guys you'll meet. Just a big teddy bear of a guy. So I've enjoyed working with him. So Kenny, man, our condolences. We will see you at your celebration of life. Condolences to you and your family. We're praying for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. I don't know.
You bring in all the depressing stuff, Jeff. Jeez.
Well, sometimes you just got to take care of business, and it's not always fun, but I got to do that.
Sponsors. Let's talk sponsorship.
Okay, let's do that.
So that was another reason why we did our intro the way we did, and like you said, Jeff, felt like a radio show, which was totally by design at the beginning. I wanted to do it that way just so we could have some fun. Not a lot of podcasts will play music and have sound bites in real time. Usually it's added in post and so on and so forth. But we have been blessed with a lot of people that have showed up for us over the years, and I do not have them written in front of me, so I will not attempt to run through them all because I don't want to forget anybody. But you know who you are, and to the fans of the show, you've heard us give their ads out on a weekly basis too. So I'm trying to think of ways where we can maintain a monetization level of this where people can partake. I will say David Griffin and Nick Strong are like paid last year for some spots. So we're going to honor them this year. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet because we're not going to have this intro aspect. But I do want to, look, you heard Patreon's paying $9 a month right now. And, we still want to monetize this. The YouTube channel, brings in pennies, right? Yeah. So, but we'll figure that out.
If you guys could get like 3 or 4 million people to subscribe to that channel, then maybe we can make a little money.
Or get 1,000 people to sign up our Patreon.
Yeah.
That's $800 a month for me and $200 a month for Jeff.
And that I'm good with that. I'll take it.
But yeah, to those who have helped, thank you.
Yeah. But can't say thank you enough.
Yeah. But with this new format, new way, chopping down the time like it is going to, it's less of a burden, which if it's not making a lot of money, at the very least, it's allowing me to be able to work on my business. If I'm saving several hours a week from having to work on this podcast, that's several hours a week that I can try other things and do other things.
Yeah.
But like I said, this could be where we're actually going to be able to give you more for less. Yeah. So look, ultimately a lot of this too is just throwing shit at the wall. Yeah. We're just going to have fun. Like I said, this is 3.0. 1.0 is the very beginning. Then we moved spaces into a different studio. That kind of became 2.0, right?
Right.
And then now this is 3.0. And it's just going to be different and fun.
Right. It's not quite Cafe du Pod, but it's close.
No, not Cafe du Pod. And no, I still could. I could move all of our stuff into the dining room now. Right. We have a guinea pig out there that will not appreciate being moved. But what I will say, when you say Cafe du Pod, makes me think studio setting. I need to figure something out on because if you're watching, and everyone knows this now on Zoom, you get this virtual background thing, and it's like this weird like fuzziness around you, which I cannot stand. Yeah. But right now, if I didn't have this,
as long as you stay real still, it doesn't do it.
Right. And if I put like the microphone up, like if I do the microphone like that, like the microphone's just floating from out of nowhere.
Right.
Where's if I did
Speaking of that, I got to get one of those and set it up.
Yeah, we're going to set you up. Oh yeah, we're going to get Jeff set up. I have
because I know I sound like I'm talking into a trash can right now, and I hate that.
But so now everything's cleaner. But that's my bathroom right there.
Right
there. Mm-hmm. You can see all of my clothes hanging behind me. My clean clothes on my bed. And then if we're gonna, then Jeff has, what's his name?
Randy Watson.
Randy.
Thank you. Yeah, Randy Watson. Thank you, Josh Haynes, for giving the rhythm section a mascot.
Yeah, move it. There you go. So to the people that are only listening, explain who Randy Watson is.
So, yeah, Josh Haynes, I forget how he got my address. We were talking about something at rehearsal for Back in Time or something, and somehow he gets my address. And one day from Amazon, this blow up doll just shows up.
Bring him back into frame.
Yeah, Susan and I.
Let's see Randy again.
We have no idea who sent it or where it came from, but of course, being from Josh, it couldn't be like a hot chick. Yeah. No, it had to be a very tan dude.
Guy.
Yeah, it's a dude. And my wife sees this package and she's like, who the hell sent this?
And this is so random. Like, were you joking with Josh about blow up dolls one day?
I don't even know how it happened. All I can tell you is he didn't let on at all that he was going to be sending this to us. It just showed up, and we spent like 48 hours trying to figure who the hell was it Derrick? Nah, that's not Derrick. He would have, I don't know, he'd have sent a dildo or something. I don't know. But no, we had no idea where this came from. And finally Josh sends me a text message and he's like, dude, it was me.
Because
like, and when he did that, the light bulb goes off and I'm like, well, that makes perfect sense. I should have thought of Josh first.
Yes.
He should have been the first person I thought of to send that.
He's the jokester.
Yeah, either him or Davey Smith.
Yeah.
So
they should have come with a bottle of Joshine.
Yeah, but Randy will be making more appearances on the show.
Yes. I mean, ideally, me and Jeff would have background settings with some accoutrement and some lighting, so we don't have to have the virtual backgrounds, and then it's not just our bedrooms. And then you can have Mr. Watson in the background along with you.
Right. And at some point, we will have to introduce Randy to Rosie.
Yes, Rosie.
At Radio Memphis.
Yes, so Radio Memphis has Rosie, their mascot, their blow-up doll. She hangs up in the studio. She's very busty. Yeah. Very busty lady. Right. And
Rosie has got a lot of stories to tell Randy.
And I think he would like to hear them.
Yeah, Rosie's been around the block a time or five.
I'm sure Randy has too. So, all right. Well,
that's all I got.
I think that's what we got here too. So thanks for hanging out with us. We're Jeff. Before we hit record on this video, Jeff reached out to the Fever Tree guys.
Yes,
we're going to try to nail them down, and then just start booking. And me and Jeff, we're going to put our wish list together, and then try to push out some good stories. And that is the ultimate foundation. When we can change video to Zoom, we can drop the intro, we can do all these things. But at the end of the day, what really makes this show pump, if you will, is the stories. That's what people come here for, and that's what we love most is helping people tell their stories and have fun with our guests. So
and look,
that's not changing.
We can't possibly know everybody in this Memphis music community. If you see us on Facebook, shoot me a PM or send me an email or what. If you want to come on and do an interview, hit me up. Because there are so many musicians out there that we don't know.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. We would appreciate it if you had something to talk about.
You know, it'd be kind of,
that's just kind of, come with part of the,
come with a story.
Right. And it can even be bullshit.
Yeah.
You can just make something up. That's what Rocco does. I mean,
and will do when they're back on. So, here's just throwing this out there in real time to you, Jeff. Maybe down the road we can do something funny where I publish the Zoom link. You and I are on a call just like this. All I'd have to do is grab the link and post it on Facebook announcing, say, hey, if you want to be on the show, click the link.
Now's the time.
And how crazy.
That would be awesome.
Who knows who would show up?
The first person to click the link, you're on the show. Yeah. Right.
God, that might be scary. We might get.
You know what? It would be hilarious. You know what? It doesn't have to be published.
That's true. That's not going correct. But also down the road, now that we're on Zoom or going virtual, really that's because we might not be on Zoom. I might switch platforms down the road that is more podcast friendly that can stream live.
That would be a hoot. Now that gets a little scary to put the link out there and say, hey, just jump on.
Yeah. But I mean, then we're talking and people are commenting and then be like, you can, direct message someone. Yeah. Hey, you want to be on the show? Come on up.
Right.
Boom, send them a link. They pop in. They're on the show now. But going live would be fun.
Yeah.
My studio is absolutely not set up to go live from the studio cameras. And I really have no interest in going that route. But the minute we go virtual, man, there's some ways we can
absolutely
get some cheap subscription, to subscribe to some platforms
Easy that for you to say.
Yeah. Hey, the mumbling will not change.
You're the only you need one that I need to talk to.
If any of you were worried that our idiocy was going to change, we're still virtual
the same
assholes.
Lovable morons.
Yes, we're going to be virtual lovable assholes. So with that,
all right, we're done.
Very cool. Looking forward to it, Jeff. And let's make 2026 awesome. Here's my battle cry. And this is the third year I do this with my buddy Coach Camp. So 2024 was pedal to the floor in 2024. Last year was time to thrive in 2025.
I get it.
This year is get your licks in 2026. Not you, Randy Watson. But get your guitar licks, man. It's a music thing. Dirty mind, Jeff and Randy Watson getting your licks in.
That's it.
How does he taste, by the way?
I have no idea.
We'll leave it at that, y'all. Let's have a great year. Let's have a fun 2026, y'all, and we'll be seeing you a lot more here soon.
January 23rd in the show, but back in time, 8 p.m. We're going to have a crew there shooting our EPK. There will be a film crew there. We need the place to be packed. Come on.
Yes, let's go. And I'll have hair. You'll see me with hair on my head. So.
And his leg will not be broken.
I will be standing and playing like a normal human being. Can't wait.
Well,
as normal as show number 2. Show number 1 was great in so many different ways, but boy, that was a long night for me. The only thing that saved it was the 2 oxys I was on while playing.
Yeah,
so.
I heard that.
All right, take care, everybody.
See you guys.
See ya.